பயாலஜி இன் தமிழ் கோர்வை சேனல் சார்பாக அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் கண்ணதாசன். In this video, a question from classical genetics is given. Then I teach you how to find the answer for the question. This is the aim of this video. This video will be very useful for NEET students, 11th standard, 12th standard and 10th standard student belonging to both CBSE and State Board category. Let us enter into this video. This question I selected from Model Question Paper 2019-2020, Model 1, 10th Standard Science. Once I read this, immediately NEET student and higher secondary student need not withdraw from the video. At the end of the video, I discussed the NEET part of the this question. It will the genetics is the chapter. It is coming under NEET syllabus. 12th syllabus as well as 10th syllabus. So please stay with the video. Now this is the question. This is the question number. You should be very careful about answering this question, student, because it consists of two subdivision, A and B. So first of all, you should know about it. Sometimes students, due to the that is a speed in which they are attending, they may attend A and they may not attend B. Sometimes they may think this is R type question. So please understand this part. And under the A subdivision itself, there are three further subdivision, 1, 2, 3. So you have to answer totally 4 questions to get 4 marks, students. Okay. Now let me read this question. Read the following content. This is the content, just 2 lines, and answer the question below. Okay, pure breed tall pea plants are first crossed with pure breed dwarf pea plants. The pea plant obtained in F1 generation are then crossbred to produce F2 generation of pea plant. So this is the content under which they are asking the question. 3 questions are asked. That is our discussion today. Now, for your convenience to understand, I am splitting the content into 2 parts. See, this is at the beginning only you can do like that, or you can do the rough work. But in course of time, it should be in your mind and you can immediately start answering. Okay, so first part you see, pure breed tall pea plants first crossed with pure breed dwarf pea plant. Okay, this is the part 1. Part 2, the pea plant obtained in F1 generation or then crossbred to produce F2 generation of pea plant. Now part 1, let us understand first. To answer this question, you should know lot of information, student. It is like essay question actually, right? So what is pure breeding, you should know. And the pure breeding can be defined, or pure breeding itself is a 2 more question, students. Pure breeding can be defined as the variety or variation of a trait continuously appear in a plant on its self pollination. Continuously on self pollination, it produces a particular variety. So pure breed of tall pea plant means it continuously produce tall plant. Definitely you should understand this plant is homozygous. So homozygous means capital T, capital T. So first part, from the first step, you are creating the genotype for the that is first part of the question, capital T, capital T. Then it is crossed with pure breed homozygous again. Okay, dwarf pea plant. For dwarf pea plant, homozygous means small t, small t. So pure breed means we are creating homozygous, then genotype become small t, small t. Now you cross it because it is crossed with, so capital T crossed with small t, small t. So it is nothing but, actually you should understand now, monohybrid parental cross. So this is what they are giving in this sentence, right? So once you are coming to this step, so first step, part 1 answer is over. Now coming to the part 2, the pea plant obtained in F1 generation. How we are getting the F1 generation? Capital T cross small t, small t. Okay, so it's gametes, capital T alone, only one allele will come because it is law of segregation. Okay, sorry, here not segregation, only one, because of meiosis, right? Because of meiosis, capital T alone, only one allele alone is coming to the gamete, and here only one allele is coming to the gamete. So capital T, small t crossed F1 plants become capital T small t heterozygous. Now we call it as heterozygous dominant. Tall is expressed. So tall is dominant. So here we can understand the law of dominance of the two allele. One is expressed, which is called as dominant. One is suppressed, which is called as recessive. Now second step. It is crossbred. F1 plants crossbred. It means capital T small t cross capital T small t. That is what you should understand. Sometimes this crossbred may be replaced by another word also, student. It is self-pollination. If F1 plants are self-pollinated, in that sense also the same thing is correct. So this is the cross, capital T small t cross capital T small t. Now law of segregation you can apply. Okay, of the two alleles, each allele enter into different gametes. They stay together. Okay, the two alleles stay together and they enter into different gametes. That is the law of segregation. So you assume this is the female that is a gamete produced by the female reproductive system, and this is produced by the male reproductive system. So capital T fertilization take place. So capital T tall plant, then capital T small t tall plant. This is heterozygous tall and this is homozygous tall. And here also capital T small t heterozygous tall plant, small t dwarf plant. So this is the monohybrid F2 generation cross. Okay. So we are getting F2 generation by crossing the F1 plants. Okay. Now let us apply the question. What do the plants of F1 generation look like? So this is the F1 plant. Okay, heterozygous, capital T small t, capital T is expressed, so it is tall plant, right? So you have to have, F1 generation plant look like tall. So first answer is tall. Second answer, what is the ratio of plants to that is a tall plants to dwarf plants in F2 generation? So we know three plants. So here they are not giving, you see, that is phenotypic ratio or genotypic ratio. So generally they are asking ratio, means you have to take it as phenotypic ratio. Okay, so the phenotypic ratio, F2 generation phenotypic ratio is 3:1, tall 3, dwarf 1. Third part of the question, which type of plant were missing in F1 generation but reappeared in F2 generation? So F1 generation tall appeared. So what is disappeared? Dwarf disappeared. And F2 generation, what is reappeared? It is the dwarf. So answer is dwarf. So all the three question answer we got. So this is the way in which you have to work out the such type of classical genetics question which is asked from a experiment. Okay, so now let us, before we are going to the neat part of this question, if you like our video, press the like button, share this video to your friends, comment on it, subscribe our channel to receive more such videos in future. Press the bell icon to receive the notification, and also you can join the Telegram group and WhatsApp group so that you can receive pictures, mind maps, etc. Now the same question, the neat question in classical genetics, same question can be asked with one more sentence here. Choose the option which is correct from the following for the above question in the same sequence. In the same sequence. Now you see the same sequence. You see again, choose the option which is correct from the following for the above question. So all the answers from these three questions are given in the same sequence. That particular option you have to select. Now four options are given in which the correct option is, you see, first question answer tall, second question answer 3:1, third question answer dwarf. The same three answers are given in a different sequence. Dwarf 3:1, tall. So they are asking you to select the option. So this is the very important part of this question. Need student and higher secondary student, please observe. This is a very important part because same answer, but in this or this only in a correct sequence. So this is the correct option. Tall 3:1 and dwarf. So this is the end of this video, students. Thank you for watching.